And without a clear vision, a meaningful mission, you'll always feel unfulfilled no matter how many things you achieve in your life. Now, step number 2, this is a huge one. Find your meaningful mission. Again, over the years, I've had the privilege of interviewing some of the world's top performers across a variety of industries. And they're all unique in their own way, but there are a handful of similarities that I've found to be consistent across everyone from world-class athletes to best-selling authors. And one of those common threads is having a clear mission, purpose, and vision for their life, at least for a season of time in their life. And without a clear vision, a meaningful mission, you'll always feel unfulfilled no matter how many things you achieve in your life. And before I became clear on the purpose for my life and my meaningful mission, I always felt a little bit empty after accomplishing these big goals that I was setting out for. No matter if it was becoming a 2-sport All-American athlete, breaking national records in collegiate football, making it to professional football, launching a 7-figure business, for whatever reason, I always felt incomplete mere moments after those achievements. I always suffered with that information. Like, why am I not happier and more fulfilled? And taking it a step further, without a clear and meaningful mission for your own life, you probably won't want to jump out of bed in the first place. So it's no wonder why you aren't motivated. Again, if you're not clear on where you're going, why would you want to get out of bed if you don't know where you're to go? And that's why I want you to take a moment to write this thought down. It's our responsibility to create a mission for our life that makes us so excited that we want to jump out of bed in the morning. So think about that. It's our responsibility. By committing your life to a purpose that is bigger than yourself, you'll be filled with a deeper level of joy, passion, and energy that you might have never thought was possible. But you got to get clear on what that meaningful mission is for you. In the iconic book, Man's Search for Meaning, the author, Viktor Frankl, talks about his time spent in concentration camps during World War II. And despite the horrific conditions he found himself in, the 2 things that kept him going were thoughts of being reunited with his wife after he got out, and how he wanted to finish writing the manuscript for a book he had been working on for years. And these parts of Viktor's gave him meaning. They gave him a reason to continue living through all the unimaginable tragedies that he experienced. And I want you to think about for a moment your life right now and the different tragedies that you might be going through. What can you hold on to? What can you attach your life's intention to on a day-to-day basis when there might be tragedy, there might be heartache, breakups, there might be career loss, there might be, disease and sickness in your life and in your families. There may be a time in the future where this happens. So how do you stay consistent when there is something like that happening in the world that is unjust as well? Studies by Harvard, Cornell, and other institutions have correlated having a purpose with leading to a longer, healthier, more fulfilled life. And in fact, adults who had a strong sense of meaning were even found to be able to walk longer distances, have a firmer grip strength, and a lower risk of heart disease than those who didn't have a strong sense of purpose or meaning. Okay, so now you might be thinking, that's great, Lewis, but how do I find my meaningful mission? Well, every single person is different, so there are literally billions of answers to that question. But I think the best place to start is knowing the difference between passion and purpose. So this is what a lot of people get wrong when it comes to finding their meaningful mission. They confuse passion with purpose. And as an example, let's say you are a painter. Your entire life, you've always had a gift and a deep love for art. You've even painted and sold portraits all around the world. Now, it's great that you've made money doing something you love, but it's unlikely you'll feel 100% fulfilled over the course of your life if you only paint and sell what you create. So to transform this passion into purpose, maybe you dedicate time to teaching disadvantaged youth in your city how to paint. You use part of your gift in service, or donating a handful of paintings every year to a charity that's aligned with your core values. These are just types of actions that will fill you up with gratitude and where a feeling of true fulfillment can begin to take root. Again, it's kind of using your gifts in service of others. Again, it's great to have a craft that you're excited about, that you're passionate about, you're talented in. It makes life so much more exciting and enjoyable when we have that. But be careful when it comes to distinguishing between passion from purpose, or confusing having money with having a meaningful mission. It's only by helping others and buying into a vision that's larger than yourself that you'll tap into the greater version of you. And once you get crystal clear on your life's mission, again, for this season of your life at least, I guarantee it'll be a whole lot easier to stay motivated. It's just going to become natural for you and a whole lot harder to be lazy. So be sure to figure out what yours is and remind yourself of it every single morning.